Okay guys, I'm starting to rough out the remove all the excess lamination and starting to shape each of the full ribs. So I started by putting some thick tape, like a plasticky tape, just to protect the areas that I don't want to be touched, because they're finished. So it helps me if I slip, like I did right here. I slipped a bit and it's no problem. And I'm guessing that by the time I get this thickness, which is like, I guess, a 32nd thickness, the rest will be with a big sheet of wood with sandpaper, so I can uniformize everybody. So I've put some of that tape where areas I can't touch. I removed some of the big bulbs, big things sticking out, figuring the rest is just with the big sanding sheet. Again, protecting the areas. So I sand it right through the plastic. So the rest again is going to be by hand. So now I also marked the center line here, which is where I should be eating equally from both sides. Of course, I'll leave it a lot more and a lot less to begin with, and slowly get to the line. The interior line there, also where I shouldn't go past. I'm at least going to go to that line first, and then we'll see. Okay, a small note. Yeah, I've propped the rudder on these milk carton, so I would be right next to my intake for the vacuum. So that saves a lot of dust in my lungs. So this is a bit slow for the big areas like this with the turbo cyclotronic sander, the power file. So I finally decided to risk a bit more abrupt solution, which was with the big sander there. And I wouldn't suggest this to everybody, but I felt confident. I went slowly, and it was really good for at least removing the huge parts from it. So I'm still forward with my line, and I can. It's a lot more smoother interface than with the power file, because the power file goes kind of bumpy. So I will carry on a bit more with the huge 4-foot sander over there, so I can eat that line up a bit more. So it was great for all these big areas to sand. I might even try with the handheld a big sander. Alright, so I guess it's been a couple of hours of finally I just about used only the big sander. I would not really recommend it. It's really tricky, and if you make a mistake, by the time you find out you made a mistake, the piece is in million pieces on the ground. So, but still, with like this is like 80 grit, and going slowly in such soft wood, it went I would say very smoothly. I never had any grabs that made it feel like I was about to lose the piece or something. So it was great for like big blobs like this that I need to remove. And this thick plastic was also very good. See, like this here I slipped a bit, and it ate like halfway through the thick plastic while still preserving the wood. So it was really good. So as you can see, I'm still like well, I guess a 32nd from this line, plus another 32nd, so a small 16 here. But I still need to sand, I guess, with a big sanding plate. It's not much to say. It was Go slowly. Always have a brush in your hand so you can brush away so you can still see your lines. Again, I'm still shy of my lines, like here, so I'm still very shy of my line. So I'll slowly bring it up with a sanding plate. And when I'm talking sanding plate, I'm talking about these. Sandpaper glued on a piece of wood. Maybe I'll still do just manually, maybe just a bit where it's still very rough, and then this sanding plate will hopefully interface everybody together. I made sure this was still not cut because I want to make sure the transition from fin to rudder is very smooth. And yeah, I still need to do this. I fucked up here. My fin post is I cut it flush with the inside of the lamination, which was obviously wrong. So now I'm gonna have to splice this guy out. That's not gonna be funny, but I'll do it. Alright, so I guess next step, I changed my mind. I decided to do a plate like this, which was 3/8 plywood laying around. I put a piece of 1/8 rubber that makes the sandpaper last a lot more longer, and then just screw the handle in there. So I'll try this out. I think it's gonna be great. So I'll be able to ride on the plastic and sand away the rest. That works great. I'm going to put some lines everywhere so I know where I'm sanding. Some lines here. This works magnificently well. Of course, I do all of this next to my hole for the table saw, so that will take care of all the dust. I'm using this as just a wedge to stabilize my work. Again, some lines, and I can see where my low spots are. I think these will be very helpful to prevent slippage. Much better already. Alright, so here we have it. It's really fast, since of course spruce is extremely soft. It's so this is like really damn close, pretty damn close. Of course, it's only a first pass, and I'll need to. This only smooths out everything, I guess, but then I'll still need to make sure that the center line is well followed. Make sure it's all straight. And then again, next step will be to remove this and go that extra little bit everywhere to get rid of the glue marks and the schmuck. But all in all, I'm happy. I'm happy. I'll answer the questions of the previous video in I guess the next one.